Okay, let us talk about Python iterators today. So we'll start with an example. In Python, something you can iterate over is an iterator, and there are something called iterable iterator. So let us see some examples. So I'm starting with a list 1, 2, 3. When you run call a function iter with the object, you're actually making that object as iterator. Okay, we can see. We don't need to check that. uh, we will take it as it and type of it. This is a Python um, simulator. You can access this pythontutor.com. So let us run the program. So we created the list. This is the list iterator object created. Oh, we didn't print it. Okay. Let us print it so that we can see what is that. It's a type list iterator. So what we can do with iterator is we can call next method. So if you call next on it, it will give you the item, each item one by one. So when you call the next method, next function. So let us print next of it. We got 1. So that means the first item in the list is 1. So it's printed 1. So next given us the first item. So let us try one more. Next. So what will happen is we got the second item. So we made a list. This is a list as an iterator using the iter function. So if you make something as iterator, you can call next on that object. So that is what iterator is. So what is the advantage? And one more thing you should notice is for I in L, we know that we can loop over list. That is a pretty cool functionality in Rust. Let us see. Yeah, it's printing. Um, it's printing. So we can iterate over list that we already know. Let us see whether we can loop over the iterator also. It is our iterator. Print I. Yeah, we are looping over the iterate as well. So that means you can loop over the iterator object as well. But one of the one of the uh, thing we need to notice is When you iterate over an iterator in Python, it will the loop will consume that iterator. So when you iterate over it again, loop over it again, uh, if it consumed already, you won't get anything in this iterator. So what I'm meaning is you won't get any item from this iterator as it is already consumed. Let us see that. Okay, we know that the list we can print like this, and we also learned that we can loop over the iterator. Yes, it's printing, but we are again looping over the same iterator object we created. See, nothing is happening. It's already ended. Program is ended. That means nothing is pending in this iterator. So it's actually consumed. So we can summarize uh, an iterator summarize as this way, like an iterator is an object which we can iterate over, and it's only a single use. That means once you use it, it will get consumed. The data won't be available. So basically, internally, you can think like the iterator object is keeping a state, and it is looping. When we are looping, it is incrementing the state and getting each value. Once it is exhausted, it is the state is actually 3. So there is no more elements in that. So it is throwing an error stating stop iteration and coming out. So what I meant is, mm, if the iterator already reached the end, and if it's not finding any more elements, then it will throw an exception stating stop iteration. So that's the way we catch the exception and coming out of iterator. Thank you for watching this video. We will come up with some other programming tips in the next video. Thank you.